All right, we are recording. This is fun. Every Tuesday evening, we just switch things up. So on Tuesday nights, our team meets for a team call, and we're dedicating the first Tuesday of every month to sharing more about who we are. So Ashley, Michelle, welcome. I know a lot of people said they can't make this time today, but they wanted to see the recording. So we're going to be talking to a lot of people through this recording, and the purpose really is just to make sure we cover your questions and kind of share a little bit more about what coaching is. So I want to keep this, kind of informal and casual. So if at any point in time, Michelle or Ashley, you want to unmute or even just use the chat feature on Zoom to ask a question, feel free to interject, because this really is a place for you guys to learn. So I am going to share my screen, and yeah, we're going to try and keep this super quick so you can get back to your kiddos and your lives. Hold on, just share screen. Okay. I'm going to go into our What is Coaching webinar. Okay, I need to just get rid of this and go in here. All right. So when we talk to people about Beachbody coaching, a lot of people have no idea what it is. They've heard of the workouts. Maybe they've heard of an infomercial on, seen an infomercial on TV, like how Heather found T25. A lot of people know Tony Horton, or they've heard of 21 Day Fix, but like me, don't really realize there's an entire team behind all that, and that coaching is a really fun opportunity that anyone can plug into. So I'm going to share a few stories. Hey, Katie, you made it. I'm so glad you're on. Hi. I played kickball with Katie. Love her. Season got cut short because of COVID. Okay. So Shayla is a coach on our team. She's a mom of a 9-month-old. I met her on Instagram, and prior to becoming pregnant, she was really into fitness, did a bunch of group X classes, things outside of the house. And then if you are a mom, after you have a baby, it's just not as easy to get out. So she started doing, Beachbody workouts at home, January of this year. She loved a boxing program we have called 10 Rounds. Her first program was Bar Blend. And she's just really not just embraced the lifestyle of fitness at home, and it's really fun to watch because her husband is an air traffic controller, and he does the workouts with her, but off to the side, because men sometimes are weird about being filmed on social media. But they really, as a whole family, just dove into this, and she's gotten incredible results, and just as a beautiful soul who's encouraging other women who are watching her. So this is Shayla. Hopefully you'll get to know her soon. Samantha, she is a wonderful police officer. Her husband works for the church. I actually met Samantha through Instagram also, and she had just had her first daughter. So she has 2 girls under 2. She got back in shape after having her first baby girl, and then had a really healthy pregnancy all the way throughout her second pregnancy. And as you can see here on the left, she again used home workouts and got back in great shape. But she's also been fun to watch because since having her second daughter, she's really engaged in also helping clients. So she is a busy mom. She's a mom with 2 kids, and she works a full-time job, but she finds time to pack her own workout in the day and then help other people do the same. So I love her. She's someone else that I definitely want you guys to get to know. Dina is a Marine Corps spouse, military spouse. Katie will recognize her from kickball. I met Dina when we moved to Yuma through kickball. Had no idea that Dina had lost, I think 60 pounds. Before I ever met her, she did the original P90X and lost 60 pounds, felt great. And she had a season of loss in her family and just kind of went into a dark place. And that's the point in time we connected, and she started a new workout program, got her body back, and then surprise, she got pregnant right away because, I really do think in a lot of women we see, when they start getting results and losing weight, they magically get pregnant after having fertility issues forever. So that was kind of Dina's story, and it was really cool. And she's engaged in her community in the Marine Corps, but she's also really engaged in just inviting women into what's been working for her. And that's really kind of where I want to start with coaching. As a coach, when I started, I just loved the programs. I'd been a gym junkie. My husband does fitness competitions. Like, I really enjoyed working out, but I didn't think that home workouts were worth anybody's time or attention. I don't know why I thought that way, but it's just kind of how my brain was programmed. And so when I had my kids and got really good results at home, people just started asking me. And as a mom who's really into fitness, it was hard. It was really challenging to try and come up with a plan for everyone and be like their personal liaison and go to. But it was really easy to plug and play. Well, actually, I'm just doing T25. This has personal trainers who created the program. There's a meal plan. You can do it too. Let's do it together. So that's really what coaching is. It's sharing what works for you, and you don't have to necessarily be the expert because experts created the program, and you can point back to all of those resources. Heather's going to speak in a moment. She is a mom from Minnesota, and I have been talking to Heather for years because she would always post her workouts, and she was so inspiring and so bubbly. And I'd say, Heather, like, you're doing Beachbody workouts and you're getting results. You're basically coaching. Why don't you do this? And she was always a no, 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 until she finally reached out to me and was like, yes, I'm ready. And in a very short period of time, she's hit almost every business benchmark that you would want to hit. So Heather is very much a business builder, where if we go back a couple of frames, you have other coaches who are more engaged for their own fitness and helping a few clients, and then you have the coaching route that lets you really serve people and build a big business and a big team. So I'm going to let Heather talk a little bit more about the idea of just going at your own pace and what a day in the life of a coach looks like.
Yeah, so hi everybody. Like Ashley said, I've been a coach now for about 7 months, and when I first started, I just wanted to cover my Shakeology for the month, and I wanted to not feel guilty to get my hair done anymore because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I don't know, like the mom guilt likes to creep in, and I feel bad even though my husband's like, why do you feel bad? Like, you are working, but it's like a mental game for me. So when I first started, I was thinking I would do, a little bit here and there. And that's what is awesome about like coaching is this is your business. So you get to pick. So, do you want to spend a couple of hours a week on it and recoup that money and be able to buy your monthly Shakeology? Or do you want to start building a team and trying to have a full-time income? You can do like literally anything in between. And so I know for me personally right now, like I'm kind of like the in-between. Like I'm a stay-at-home mom. That is my number one thing. It's what I've been doing for 7 years now. And that is why one of the reasons why I do what I do, one of the reasons why I decided to start coaching, because I saw that light coming at the end of my full-time stay-at-home momness. My daughter is just wrapped up her first grade year today, which I can't even talk about. And then my son is 5 in July. And so I see that coming where like, oh God, I'm going to have to go back to work. And I don't want to. So I kind of just really started pushing myself a little bit further and putting in more time. So kind of what my daily juggle or daily life of a coach looks like is I've always been like a morning worker-outer. So I'm up early. So I'm up at 5, I know, and this is my plan. This is my life and my coaching journey. So you do not have to get up at 5 a.m. I'm the crazy 5 a.m. riser. But I get up and I work out first thing in the morning because for me, if I don't work out, you kind of don't want to know me on any given day. And it really is like my time to think, my time to de-stress, my time to be by myself. And as a coach, I practice what I preach. And so the first thing I need to do is to get my workout in. So I get my workout in, and then I'm upstairs by about 6, and I put in maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes. I have a list of like a checklist I go off of, and then it's the kids are up. Adam and I, my husband, are juggling showers and getting everything all ready for the day. And then this past few months, I've been being, a homeschool teacher then until she's 10 o'clock if we're lucky. Hopefully we're wrapping up, and juggling my son, who's probably on his tablet, and because it's his life right now. And then it's a little bit of just us being together, me and the kids. And then when they have lunch, I take that as my time. So my son likes to habitually watch TV and eat his lunch. If you don't let him, you don't want to know him. So they sit in front of the TV and they eat their lunch. Everybody has their own thing, right? So for, an hour, they like to zone out, and that's when I use my productive time. And so after that, then I've got my mom life. I do, we're parks, we were playing outside all afternoon. We were doing the slip and slide today. We had balloons, those water balloons going. And then kids go to bed at about 7. My kids have always been early to bed kids, and they will go to bed. So I'm going to push that as long as I can. And so at about this time, I'll check my messages and kind of wrap up anything I need to wrap up for the day. So it's whatever I can get in a day. Like I said, my main goal is to be a stay-at-home mom. So other people put in more time. Other people put in less time. It's really what you choose to do and what your goals are. And that's why I like this graphic here. It's got, you can be the discount coach. You can get your discount, your products. You can earn some money in the middle, or you can really just go all out. There's people in our coaching world that it's crazy what they do and what they make, but they work for it. So it's really from one end of the spectrum to the other. But for me, I'm kind of in the middle.
And I think Heather's being like a tad bit modest, because time-wise in the middle, but you can get a lot done when you're in the middle, because business-wise, Heather's hit some huge goals that would kind of essentially make her a business builder, but she's still very much been a mom first and foremost.
I'm very much a to-do list and checklist person. So as long as I can have that list telling me I need to get X, Y, and Z done, and I have this amount of time, then that's really what keeps me like on track. It's just, I've always been a list girl.
So I'm going to show you guys, kind of get into the nitty gritty of how this all works and comes together. Because I would say a hobby coach is someone who is a coach to self. Like, you have a coach to self where you just want a positive place to plug in. You like the idea of team and accountability, but you're really just on your own journey. And then you have people like Heather who are coach to self and others. And a challenge group is kind of where everyone comes together. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways you can run challenge groups. So if you're coming just with an interest in the team and accountability aspect, you're going to see that. And if you're coming with an interest in, okay, how do I take this to the next level as a fitness professional, or just someone who's really business minded and want a simple way to serve customers, you're going to see both of those things. So I'm going to go first to just Facebook. The rise of challenge groups really was on Facebook. And Kelly right here, she is a brand new coach on our team. I think she hasn't even hit a month yet in the business. And she came to me and said, I know 21 Day Fix works. I did it a couple years ago. I know some spouses who have husbands who are deployed right now. They all live on my street. We need something positive to do. I'm going to run a group for them. I said, perfect. Like, run with it. I will help you. I'll help you set it up, and you can get your friends plugged in. And that's what she did. So she created this group, very simple. She called it Journey to Lose. Everyone in this did 21 Day Fix. And a lot of them got amazing results. And Kelly just, for herself, kept it simple. Like, her daily posts were, just something quick and motivational. What's really cool about coaching is we have all the content pre-created. So you don't have to, if you've seen me post, or you've seen Heather post, or you've been in a challenge group and you're like, how do they come up with that stuff? a lot of the content for running a challenge group that's program specific is done for you. So as you can see here, Kelly's is really simple. She kept it on Facebook. A lot of my fitness professionals on our team might work with a few clients via text, checking in that way, distance clients. I like to use Beachbody On Demand because this is where we house all of our workouts, but also it's now where we can offer our clients a place to plug into. So right now in June, I'm running this page with my team. The cool thing about challenge groups is you can choose whether I want to go do my own thing like Kelly did. I want to run my own thing right away. I know how to make this work. I've got some friends in mind. Or you can plug into what I'm already doing. So if you're like, gosh, I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't want to have to put up a group. We create an easy space for you to invite to. So it's as simple as, hey, my team's already got this running. You can hop in together. It's all online. And then in this page, we have fun posts every month. So everyone was introducing themselves yesterday because we started on the 1st. So super fun to see people like fill in their information, and we have engagement, but we also have daily posts geared towards like understanding nutrition or just simple motivation. So from the coaching perspective, the reason that I like this group, and if you're thinking long-term for the business, is that you're really able to track your clients. So I can go look at participants, and then I can see who's logged their workout today or how many workouts have been logged this week. And if someone goes missing, I can say, hey, like, I know you said you wanted to lose 10 pounds before your sister's wedding, but you've kind of fallen off the face of the earth. So it gives me a really simple way to track clients that I'm working with and really help them meet their goals without taking a ton of time on my end. So that is Beachbody On Demand, and that is how we run groups in that app, or you could use Facebook. It's really kind of whatever your preference is, and what I would say is where the most people you know are at. Right now, Facebook seems like a place people don't really want to be, so I love that we have the app to offer instead. Yeah, and the cool thing I wanted to add about Kelly is she was a brand new coach. She didn't have any formal training. It's not like she came in saying, I've been doing this a long time. She just said, I get it, I want to run with it, and she put a fun group together for her friends, and she made over $200 in less than 2 weeks just helping women connect themselves to fitness. We didn't talk a lot about the nutrition aspect, so I kind of wanted to do that now, just so you get an idea of what we offer. A lot of people ask, do I have to drink Shakeology to coach? Do I have to drink their supplements? And I'm going to tell you the honest answer is no. Kelly, who you see right here, she's not drinking Shakeology. She didn't sign up with a challenge pack or have any of the nutritional. She just did the workouts. She invited her friends to choose what they were doing, and she still earned that income. She's now been like, okay, I want to try this stuff because I see it and she loves it. But to start out, if you don't want to go that route, you don't have to. The reason I think people are always won over by nutritionals later on is because it's always all natural in every single thing. And there's such a wide range of products that everybody in your family can use. So like, I cannot keep Beach Bars in my house. I can't. I buy 3 boxes a month and the kids still blow through them. My husband too. They're great because it's very few ingredients, low sugar, only 5 to 6 grams of sugar depending on the flavor, but 10 grams of protein. They're also really high in fiber and they don't have anything artificial in them like other bars. Energize is the same way. It's a all natural pre-workout. My husband, like I said, he's kind of a gym junkie. We've had every pre-workout that's ever existed in the house. And I don't like when my skin crawls or my head feels weird all day. And I don't like when I read the label and I have no idea what they're adding to it. So Energize has been like my best friend for years now because I trust the ingredients, and I even drank it while I was pregnant and breastfeeding because there's actually only the same serving size of caffeine as in a cup of coffee. So always check with your doctor. But personally, I would just choose, am I going to have coffee or I'm going to have a half a scoop of Energize today? Hydrate is like a healthy Gatorade. I put the meal plan on here because what's cool about Beachbody On Demand and all of the programs we offer is that with every single workout comes a meal plan. And this is where it becomes easier to think ahead business-wise, especially if you're already in the fitness sphere. It's really tedious to put together meal plans for people. And it's really tedious to like put together a workout series. So every one of Beachbody's programs was designed by exercise scientists and celebrity trainers, and then they all have complimentary meal plans designed by registered dietitians. So if, for example, Shayla, who you saw in the first slide, she did 10 rounds. So when she became a client first, she had, through her Beachbody On Demand, access to all the workouts, but then she also got access to the meal plan and guide to nutrition. So what we're doing isn't just teaching people how to work out, but it's also how to eat, and then it's giving them the simple tools to be able to do that stuff. Okay, so some myth busters, common stuff people always ask. Do I have to be a salesperson? And I always get this, I can't do what you do because I'm not a salesperson. There are two answers to this. Like first, I don't consider myself a salesperson either. If you think about it, people who are sharing things on social media are always selling something, whether they're selling you to go to try the new restaurant down the road, or they're just sharing that there's a sale at Target, or they're talking about something else they love. Like women love talking about things that they love and work for them. And I don't know about you, but if I'm interested in something, I love collecting my information from social media or Pinterest. So like if I'm interested in the idea of losing weight, I'm gonna look around, what are people around me doing that's working for them? So as a coach, we're just sharing what's working for us and then inviting people to give it a try. I always compare it to inviting someone to go to the gym with you. Like you wouldn't feel weird saying, hey Heather, Zumba's tonight at the YMCA. I've had so much fun the last couple of weeks, wanna come with me? Like that wouldn't be weird. So I think about it like that. If I say, or Katie teaches classes at the gym. I wish I could go because they don't have childcare, but I could say, hey, Heather, let's go to Katie's class. Like that's not weird. And to me, that's all coaching is. I'll need a ton of free time. No, I have 3 kids. I hardly ever have free time. A lot of what you see is plug and play. I make a full-time income, more money than I ever did teaching or working 40 hours a week. And I think I do Beachbody about 15 to 20 hours, and that's pre-pandemic. So since all my kids are home now, that's significantly been reduced. I think I'm probably working about 8 hours a week. So if you have an extra 90 minutes a day, you can do this at the capacity of making a real income doing it. The great thing about Beachbody is you don't have to invest in any inventory. You're not ever required to purchase any certain amount of product or sell any amount of product. So there's a lot of great companies out there, but a lot of companies require you to retail X amount in order to receive your full commission. Or if you guys remember, like some clothing companies, I have friends that spent $7,000-$8,000 to buy a garage full of leggings that they didn't even get to pick the sizes or prints and then had to sell. So I love that Beachbody doesn't make you do any of that. You really can plug in at whatever level you plug into. That's one of the reasons it's not a pyramid scheme. So when people say, is this a pyramid scheme? No, that name came from like really bad business practices from decades ago where people were required to just like sign up warm bodies basically. And there's no incentive for signing people up with Beachbody unless you're actually helping them build a business or helping them really get results. So it's not something that you can just, I'm going to spam all my friends and become rich. That's not the idea here. And if it was, I wouldn't want to be a part of it. You don't have to be at your ideal weight or a fitness professional. A lot of women will say, I don't think I can do this because I haven't lost the weight yet, or I don't look like this, or I don't look like that. And for me, I'm most inspired by people who are sharing their real journey. So they might not have abs or look like an Instagram model, but they might be sharing how it's been really freaking hard to lose the last 10 pounds of baby weight, but by golly, they did it because they got like super serious about their nutrition and did this 6-week workout. Like I can get behind that. I don't Like, I don't really identify or can't relate to someone just doing a workout in their thong at the beach, because that's not the story of my life. And it is a no-brainer if you're a fitness professional. Team Rockstar Fit is really unique because it's the team with the largest amount of personal trainers, gym owners, Group X instructors. And the reason that they partner with Team Beachbody is not necessarily to exit the brick and mortar gym. We have, like, my friend Nikki Kerrigan, she owns her club up in Minnesota too. She's where you're at, Heather. Trina Gray, who founded our team, she owns 2 gyms. She speaks at IDEA PT, which is a huge personal trainer conference every year. So they're very active in their industry. They just understand that you're always trading dollars for hours. And if you can also supplement that income by working with people outside of your zip code, that's fantastic. When you can't get together to train anyone in person, but still get paid to train the millions of people who started working out at home online, like, that's pretty genius. So we have a huge team of fit pros, and they've all partnered Beachbody and coaching with their existing business and style. So it's definitely not a one size fits all. We don't want anyone to be a walking billboard for Beachbody. You are your own brand. You're just using these tools to serve people in your area. Okay, how do coaches earn money? This is Mariah. Mariah is actually a pediatric nurse practitioner, and she's a single mom. So she has 0 time in her life. But she did start coaching while she was in graduate school, just to get herself out of a dark place. Then she found out she loved it and was good at it. So you can kind of see her income progression here over 4 years. And she's added a heck of a lot of monthly income to what she's doing as a nurse practitioner and a mom. When you're a coach, you can earn money 2 ways. You can get paid commission for working with clients. So what's cool about our company is you always get 25% commission on anything you sell. You don't have to earn your way to full commission. You don't have to sell a certain amount to get it. You just get 25% commission right from the jump. So say somebody ordered Beachbody on demand for a year. Well, you actually get 40% commission on digital products, so you'd make $40 right there. That's how Kelly, who I showed you, did her Facebook challenge. She earned quite a bit of commission initially because a bunch of her friends said, gyms are closed, $99 for a year is nothing, I'm here to do it. So you always get 25% commission on anything you sell. But you also have an additional way to earn money, which is through bonuses. We call it a team cycle bonus. And that's when you really get to the level of like what Heather or myself is doing. You're not just leading yourself in fitness, you're also building and growing a team in fitness. And that bonus comes from corporate, comes from Beachbody. So it's not taken from a cut of the team, or it's not like a percentage of anyone in your downline. It's just granted by corporate, which is another reason it's not a pyramid scheme, because they're not taking anything from anyone else. They're just giving you a bonus for being a good leader. Teresa is a mom from Wisconsin. She helps her husband with his farm. She's on our team. You can see massive income progression for her. She was in insurance before she became a coach. She had her daughter Jax, and she was like, I don't want to go back to work. She made coaching work for her. And Sarah Freed, she is here in Arizona. Her husband's a professor at the university. She kind of just started dabbling around and found out, hey, I'm actually really good at this too. And you can see in 4 years, she's added a significant amount of income to her family and been able to pay off her husband's enormous student loan debt. So you really do have a range of income potential depending on how you plug in, but like the sky's the limit, really. The sky's the limit, and that's what's kind of exciting. Okay, so next steps. I wanted to talk about the cost to coach, and then how, like, where would you go from here if you decided this is for you? First of all, if you are a military spouse, a veteran, an active duty service member, or the dependent of an active duty service member or veteran, you don't pay any monthly coaching fee. You could actually sign up to be a coach for free, like not pay any money at all. You just have a coach account and start helping people. So I do love Beachbody because they really work with military families and honor them in that way. Otherwise, if you're not a military, you would pay $15.95 a month. So $16 a month to have your coach account. It's really cheap because you get a full email system, you get all your websites, the company handles all your orders, you're tracking everything. You think about being a coffee shop owner, just paying for QuickBooks would cost you more than that monthly. Or driving to the post office to ship things off would cost you that monthly. So the business service fee is $16. It's not a lot of money for what you get, and it's like a no hassle, ta-da, there's your business for you. There's your full back office. So that's really cool. Most coaches do start with a challenge pack. They're getting themselves access to the workouts and a month of nutrition. So you can choose Shakeology, or hey, I'd rather try the pre-workout and the post-workout. That is only $140 this month. So you'd have a year of workouts plus nutritionals to be able to talk about with your clients for $140. So you could open your business with everything that I use every day for $140, or if you were really skeptical, you could open it for free like Kelly did and just kind of see where it leads you. The cool thing is though, once you become a coach, you're definitely not on your own. We have an amazing team page. We have free training, and our next training, the Business Boutique, starts on the 8th. So it is 6 days from today. I'm going to show you it. What will happen as a coach is you'll enter this New Coach Business Boutique, and this is designed specifically for people to slowly learn the business. So if you're like, I'm interested, but I don't have a lot of time, great. All you're going to do in the Business Boutique is you're going to log your daily workout, you're going to get to know your teammates, and you're going to have 1 or 2 lessons a week that require a small action step, but really help you start learning. When I began coaching, like I had no idea what I was doing on social media. I didn't have Instagram. I had just had my second baby, so I went through this weird phase of deleting everyone that I didn't have like their personal address to from Facebook. So I was really like clueless, but I learned everything that I know now and was able to build a really strong business because of the training we have. And that's the same training that you would have too as a coach. I think I tried to talk fast. I tried to cover everything that I could think of. What did I miss? Heather, did I miss anything? Does anyone have questions? I'm glad Christina made it on. Oh, I can come and have the kids on the side. When? Can I come like during pandemic?
So we're not doing any classes right now, but like when we get back to doing classes, as long as the coach is okay, the kids can be on the side. Like me and Emily and the other girl coach that is out there, like none of us have problems with the kids. We just sit them over on the side, or they can even like with the little ones, they coach with us, and we like have fun with it basically.
Oh,
like if they're like older, they can join in and everything like that, as long as they know that they're not gonna get hurt.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm actually really glad you brought that up, because I do have a lot of clients, I know Heather does too, that enjoy other workouts. Like they do go to the gym, or they're runners, or they have classes, and it's really never one or the other with Beachbody. It's like, I like to go to classes too sometimes, but I also like that I have this when, you know, a kid is sick or whatever. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because I wanted to mention it's never one or the other. My sponsor, Tracy, my good friend, she's training for an Ultraman race. So she's doing a lot of biking and swimming right now, but she's cross-training with these programs. Yeah. Does anyone else have a question? I'm glad Michelle made it on. You're going to unmute your line. Ask away.
There's a question in the chat, Ashley.
Oh, a question.
This is, can you sign up?
Yeah, Jesse, you can sign up without buying a challenge pack. When you sign up as a coach, you'd pay $39. If you're military, if you're affiliated with the military, that would be reimbursed. If you're not, you'd just be paying the $39 and you get a new coach kit. So you'd get your online office, you'd get access to all the training. You wouldn't get any product, but it would just cost $39. Which, I mean, I know my friend Lindsay, who's also a coach, compared it to like the cost of financing to start a Chick-fil-A, for example. We were going to open a Chick-fil-A at our last duty station. The loopholes you have to jump through and the bank statements and then the money down is insane. And the fact that you can start and build a 6-figure, 7-figure business with $39 is something that people, like something that gets lost on people. They don't realize the value of what they have if they choose to work it. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Jess, was there anything you wondered as a new coach that I didn't cover, or Sam, that you would want to add? You girls are both. Sam's like, no, I just want to go work out with my kids.
I would say that I'm really excited about the business boutique because we're doing, I guess what we're doing right now as a team, because I'm not that new, but I'm new. I don't know. What we're doing right now is so incredibly helpful. Like and I'm assuming the boutique is going to be basically the same idea, right?
Yeah.
So the one thing, and I was actually going to text you earlier and tell you that like the one thing is like each week where you have like an action or whatever, my heart stops and I freak out for a second because it's scary, and then I just do it. And then I was telling my husband last night, I was like, it's so cool because then the next week you get a new challenge, but I've already gotten into the habit of doing the last challenge. So now I'm still doing it, and it's all building up on each other, and like it's sticking and it's working, and I think it's going really, really well. So.
Oh, I love that feedback. That makes me happy. Yeah, what Jess was talking about. Yeah.
It's funny that you were saying that because Elizabeth messaged me and said the exact same thing. She was like, it sounds like I see this and I'm like, what? And then I do it and I'm like, oh, that's not that bad. And so that's exactly what she was saying to me the other day.
Yeah.
The funny thing is it's bad until like the last day, and then I'm like, okay, got this. And then the next challenge comes out. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, so they're talking about a group that they're doing, which is essentially what the business boutique is. And we challenge you a little bit and scare you, but we give you the tools to master a skill and then give you the next skill. So, I mean, Jessica, you didn't have social media experience or coaching experience, and you've learned a ton. Kendall, you look like you want to add something.
Oh, I was just going to say hi, and I apologize for being late. I'm literally, I don't know if you can see it on my camera. I'm at the emergency room.
Oh, no.
Craig was working on a project and cut his foot. And so I was going to help one of my girls who was interested in coming tonight get on a Zoom. But obviously, as I was literally sitting down to message her and then open up Zoom and get her connected, I had to like grab a towel, tape his foot, throw him in the car.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad. I will make sure that she gets the recording because this is being recorded.
Okay, good. Yeah, if you could just whatever link, I'll get it to her. I felt so bad, and I hate like holding people up. So I was like, I at least want to show them that I wasn't blowing off the meeting.
I feel like you have a very legitimate reason. So, actually,
they won't let me in, so they don't let visitors in. So I'm literally waiting in my car, literally.
I hope.
And it's a rental because my van AC is getting repaired, and so I was like, "Don't bleed in the car."
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is coaching. This is real life. We can do business while our husband bleeds in the car. There you have it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Ashley Rich asked, "What are the challenges?" And there's two challenges. One is for our clients to really just engage with their fitness, and then we do have training for coaches. Are you asking like what is an example of what a challenge would be?
I think probably what she's saying is the ones that Jess was talking about, like the challenges that we're doing each week in our thing that we're doing now that's similar to the business boutique.
Yeah, sure. So like the first week, their challenge really just was to do their workout every day, to log that workout, and then to prove that they did it with the picture. It was really easy. The second week we built on that with, okay, now you need to post your workout, but you also need to post it in your social media story so people can see what you're doing. Another challenge was, okay, this week you've been working out. I want you to invite 2 people to do this with you. So they're scary, like Jess said, because if you've never asked anyone to do something with you, it's going to be scary. Or if you've never, posted a picture of yourself, it's a little bit nerve wracking. But once you do it, you're like, oh, nothing caught fire. That was fine. Now it's actually kind of fun. Yeah. Okay, well, this went a little bit longer, so I am going to stop the recording, but if anyone wants to stay on and chat about anything else, we can. If you're watching this recording later, just make sure that you talk to the person who invited you to check it out, because the new Coach Boutique does start in like 6 days, and we definitely want you to be a part of that.